Hello guys, this is Sharon and I'm showing you how to make the simple purse I found on Pinterest. For this project, I'll be using a 4mm hook and a similar to medium weight yarn. The yarn that I am using is a local yarn here in the Philippines, and it's a fingering weight yarn called Lanolin. For those of you who don't have this kind of yarn in your country, you can use a medium weight yarn. And then once you have your favorite color of yarn, you can start chaining 29. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Once you have your 29 chains or after chaining 29, work a double crochet on the fifth chain from hook. So we count backwards: 2, 3, 4, 5, and then on the fifth chain work a double crochet. So continue working double crochet in each chain. Once you get to the last chain, we're going to work 3 double crochets. So we're doing the bottom of the purse. So make sure you have 3 double crochets in there. 2 and then 3. So once you have 3 double crochets in there, this will turn our work to the other side. So in the next available stitch, which is this one, not this one where you had your 3 double crochets, so you can just work 1 double crochet in each stitch across. So make sure when you get to the last stitch, which is where your first double crochet is, this is the chain 3, so we're gonna add 2 so that both corners will get 3 double crochets. Alright, now we're going to work a slip stitch on top of the beginning third chain, which is also stands as 1 double crochet. So after working a slip stitch in there, as you can see, it formed an oval shape. So for round 2, we're going to work an increase, but only on the 2 of the 3 increase that we made. So this is the first double crochet of round 1. So for round 2, we're doing 2 double crochets. So chain 3 counts as 1 double crochet, and in the same stitch we are now working 1 double crochet, and then we continue working 1 double crochet in each stitch across until we get to the group of 3 double crochets wherein we're going to work an increase, and then I'll show you where to add an increase on those one group of 3 double crochets. Once you get to the corner wherein there's 3 double crochets in here, so on the first of the 3 double crochets we're going to work an increase. So we're going to work 2 double crochets. And then in the middle of the group of 3 double crochets, we're just going to work 1 double crochet. And then in the third, we're gonna work 1 and then 2 double crochets. So there's an increase in here, but in the middle only 1 double crochet. So we're gonna do the same on this corner, and I'll show you how we're going to work an increase in there. So just keep working 1 double crochet in each stitch, and then I'll show you when we get to the other corner. So this is what it looks like, and then we're going to work an increase, because this is remember we started with 1 of the double crochets in a 3DC group, so we added an increase, and then in here we're also going to add an increase, so 2 double crochets as an increase, and then in the middle is 1 double crochet. So we're ending round 2 with slip stitching on top of the first double crochet, which is the chain 3, and we're done. For round 3, as you can see, we started with 3 double crochets as our first increase of the round 1. For round 2, we did increase on both ends of the 3DC group. So in the middle we only had 1 double crochet. So now on round 3, we are just going to work an increase on the other ends of the increase. So meaning in here on the second double crochet, we're gonna work an increase, and in here also we're going to work an increase, but the 3 double crochets in the middle, we're just going to work 1 double crochet in each. So to start, we're chaining 3, which counts as 1 double crochet, and then in here we are just working an increase, and then continue working 1 double crochet in each stitch. When you get to the other end, so the increase will just be on the first increase of the previous round, which is here, wherein you're going to work 2 double crochets, and then for the next 3, we're just going to work 1 double crochet in each. So 1, 2, 3. Now in here we're gonna add 2 double crochets. So just keep working 1 double crochet in each stitch across, and then I'll show you when to add the last increase. So it's easy to spot the we're going to work the increase, because I told you we are just working an increase on the on here. So 2 double crochets in there, and then in the last 2 stitches 1 double crochet in each, and then after that slip stitch on top of the chain 3. Alright, so when you check, you will know that this is just like a mirror of the other corner. For round 4, you're just going to work chain 3 on the very first stitch, and then 1 double crochet in every stitch around. For round 5 to round 12, you're going to work a decrease. So this is how you do it. So you insert the hook into the next stitch, work half finished double crochet, and insert into the next stitch, and then pull all the 3 loops together. So you make a decrease, double crochet, and then you're gonna do the same on the other corner so that the opening of the bag will be narrower. So make a decrease, do double crochet together, and then after that continue working 1 double crochet in every stitch. So you're going to repeat this repeat this pattern until round 12. After finishing round 12, we're now ready to make the wrist strap for this bag, and after slip stitching you can just work chain 60 depending on how long you want your wrist strap. So in my case, I'm gonna chain 50 for this one. If you find it difficult, I suggest that when you started chaining, don't try to make it tight so that it will be easy to catch the back chain. So I'm working on the just side of the loop and do a single crochet in every chain. So in here I'm in my last stitch and I'm in my last chain. I'm going to work a single crochet and maybe I'll just work a slip stitch in here. Oops. I'm going to just fasten off after that. So for the cover or the flap of the bag, I am using a darker shade of purple, and make a magic ring. So you can make a magic ring by wrapping it around your finger this way, and then catch the working yarn right there, and then we're gonna start working 1 double crochet, which is equal to chain 3, and then in the magic ring we're going to work 7 more double crochets. So 1, 2, and 7. And then slip stitch on top of the chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. Make sure it's on top of the first double crochet so that you will have 8 double crochets in total. For round 2, you're going to chain 1, and then in the same stitch you're going to work a single crochet, and then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then in the next stitch we're going to work a single crochet again and chain 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then single crochet in the next. So we're going to keep repeating the same pattern until we get back around. So in here I'm going to work a slip stitch next to this slip stitch on top of the first single crochet. So make sure that you have about 8 loops. So after you have 8 loops, slip stitch in there. So round 2 is finished. For the third round, we're going to chain 3, which counts as 1 double crochet, and then we're going to chain 3 for the space, and then we're going to do a slip stitch, single crochet in the next loop, and then we're going to chain 3, and then on top of the single crochet we're going to work a double crochet. So this is going to be the repeat pattern. So next is we're going to chain 3, single crochet in the middle of the next loop, chain 3 again, and then 1 double crochet on top of the single crochet, and then chain 3, 1 single crochet in the next loop, chain 3 again, and then 1 double crochet on top of this single crochet. I'm so sorry the yarn is dark. So we will just keep repeating that until we get back around. Now when you get to the last loop, you're going to chain 3 and then slip stitch on top of the beginning 3rd chain. So we ended round 3. So this is what it looks like. I'm so sorry it's a bit dark. For round 4, we're gonna start with chaining 1 and then 1 single crochet in the same stitch, and then we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to skip the 2 chain 3 spaces, and then on the after skipping the next chain 3 spaces, we're going to work a single crochet on top of the double crochet. So that will be the repeat pattern. So we're going to chain 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skipping 2 chain 3 spaces, and then on top of the double crochet, you're gonna work your single crochet. So repeat that around. Okay, so to end around, after chaining 5, you're gonna skip 2 chain 3 spaces and slip stitch on top of the single crochet. So that's the end of round 4. Okay, so for round 5, after slip stitching, chain 1 and then 1 single crochet in the same stitch just to bring up the yarn. So the next thing is, for every 5 chain spaces, we're gonna work 7 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now after 7 double crochets on top of the single crochet, we're going to work a single crochet, and then after that we are repeating what we have started with. So we are now going to do 7 double crochets. 2, 3, 4. So when you get to round 6, you can slip stitch into a white yarn just in case you want to change the color, and then once you join the white yarn, you can continue slip stitching and then tie both tails at the back. So the last 2 rounds would be in white yarn, and this is optional. You can do this if you feel like you want to. So after that, we're chaining 1 single crochet in the same stitch, chain 4, one, 2, 3, 4, and then single crochet. after 3 double crochets. So we're skipping 3 double crochets in here, and then on the 4th stitch we're now going to work a single crochet. So this is the repeat pattern. We're chaining 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, then single crochet after skipping 3 double crochets. So to end round 6, you're just going to work a slip stitch on top of the single crochet. So for round 7, after slip stitching, work a single crochet on the first chain 4, and then work 4 double crochets. So once you work 4 double crochets in there, we're now going to work a treble crochet on top of the single crochet. And then we're going to work 4 double crochets in the next chain space. So we're like forming a petal. So this is going to be half of the petal that we're making. 2, 3, and 4. And then finally, we're going to work a single crochet in the same chain space. So there you go, you formed 1 petal, and we're going to repeat that 7 more times. So single crochet in the next loop, and then you're going to repeat what you have started. So to end the round, you're just going to work your single crochet in the last chain space, and then slip stitch into the next stitch, and then after that you can now fasten off. Also, don't forget to weave in the ends. So this is what it's gonna look like after you finish doing this flap. And as you can see, the body of this purse is getting narrower as you move on to the next round, because you're doing an increase on both corners by doing 2 double crochet together, and you're gonna do that for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the next 8 rows or rounds. Okay, so the first 3 here we made an increase, and then on the 4th round 1 double crochet in every stitch, and then as you move on to the next 8 rounds, you will be doing a decrease on just both corners to achieve this narrow look. And then you may, to stick this here, you can sew this one. Probably if I'm going to just sew this part, maybe I'll use a white yarn, or maybe probably similar to the color here, so it will be invisible. So I'll be using the same color of yarn here, the light, maybe lavender color. Or if you're getting lazy to sew it, you can just add a fabric glue. So this time I'm going to just add a fabric glue around here. And then if you want to make a loop for this, for the lock of this bag, then for the last round of this flap, maybe you can work a chain 10, and then in the same stitch slip stitch, and then continue working until you get to the end of this round. So you'd get a loop for the button, and then you just attach the button here. Now in my case, I'm just going to use a snap button, so I'm gonna use this and maybe I'm going to attach it somewhere here. So I'm going to sew it using the same yarn as this one so that it will be invisible, and then I'm gonna attach this one here. I'll be using this fabric glue for the first time, and I'm not really that good at adding glue, so I'm gonna study it first, and then I'll show you how I will add the glue. Then at the back, so that is where I'll be putting or adding the glue. So I'd probably start with I hope it won't mess up. The smell is not really that good. So first I'll be adding here. I hope because when you start to stick it, it's forever there, so make sure it's lined up well. So okay, then I'll this one first. I want to make sure that everything is really in its proper place. So what I usually do is wait and then try to check back if it's going right. Okay, so let me just continue. So I probably work around the edges first, and then I would open it, or maybe try to add little by little around. Okay, so I have added the glue, and actually the smell isn't really good. It smells like a plastic balloon, but it's better than, you know, smelling like a gasoline, because I hate gasoline. Alright, so this is what it looks like, and I'm just waiting for a couple of minutes for it to settle, and trying to make sure that yeah, there's a little glue that is visible, but it's a clear glue, so I'm hoping it will not be noticeable after it dries. So next is I'm going to add these snap button. So finally we have the finished product, and it's very easy to make. You can make a lot of these and sell them I saw the pattern on Pinterest, and I can surely put the link below in order for you to see the written pattern if you're having a hard time following my tutorial. Thanks a lot and have a good day.